So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, money is a major factor when it comes to attracting women, getting women and making them a part of your life in whatever capacity you want them to. So a man with money, has a greater collection of women to choose from than he would have if he didn't have money. But money isn't everything. Now, a man can have all the money in the world, but there are a few other things that mean more than money when it comes to dealing with women, especially modern women. And I don't mean just young women, I mean modern women, women who are in this modern society, influenced by this modern society. They're a little bit different than women used to be. Now, let's understand one thing. Money will get the girl's presence in your life, but not her affection and infatuation. Money draws a woman because it shows a means to provide a lifestyle for her. And for many women, they want that, especially women who are a little bit beyond their prime dating age. They are more likely to cling to a man because of his financial stability. A younger woman she has access to multiple men with financial stability. So that one man is not as important, nor does he carry as much weight, because there are multiple suitors who are actually trying to have her in a relationship situation. Now, somebody sent me a video on IG, man. It is making the rounds, and it is a very short clip, but it's the shortest clip with the most information that we're going to see in a while. So Jeff Bezos has his girlfriend, Laura Sanchez. Now, let's remember, this is the woman that he left his wife for. The wife who helped him build his joint, the wife who contributed to the process of his progress and helped him build Amazon into what it is. And he left her for this chick. Now, granted, this chick's the same age as his wife. They're both 51. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's rare that a man has a wife who's in her 50s and says, okay, I'm going to leave my 50-year-old wife for a 50-year-old side chick. His wife who has his children for a woman who has someone else's children. So they were at a Hollywood function and ran into Leonardo Dicaprio. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if Leonardo DiCaprio was standing on a stage or standing on a soapbox, but whatever it is, he was absolutely towering over Jeff Bezos and his girl. It was like Kevin Durant standing next to Steph Curry almost. And what we see in this exchange is this woman's eyes lit up like a kid in a candy store. You can see the affection and infatuation she had for Leonardo DiCaprio as she stood there, embracing him too long in what should have been a friendly hug, while Jeff Bezos just looked on. And you can tell he saw what was going on, but he couldn't do anything about it, because this probably isn't the only time this is going on. When you make a decision, you're going to put a woman in a pole position in your life, you got to understand that that carries a lot of weight. And that means that you value that woman an awful lot. And more times than not, the woman is not fit or suited for that value. Now, a single mom of 3 who's past the wall and your former side chick is for the streets. Let's just keep it a buck. A woman who plays the side chick position is for the streets anyway, because she'll play the streets continually. Last night on the 6th, and y'all remember to watch the 6th, man, Sundays at 7:30 Central Standard Time on Donovan Sharp's channel, man. So Jap says something interesting. Minister Jap says something interesting. He said that he had a side chick who lasted through 3 girlfriends, and she was still a side chick. And she never became the main chick. Why? Because when a woman plays that position, she proves she's for the streets. If she's willing to take the leftovers from another woman, then she's a different breed of woman. Because most women you meet who think highly of themselves want to be the one. Whether they ever become the one or not, they want to be the one. Now, here's another thing. Sexual attraction is the greatest equalizer when it comes to all the other characteristics that men have. You can be tall, but if your woman has sexual attraction to a man who's, some inches shorter than you, your height doesn't even matter. You can be rich, but if your woman has that type of attraction to a man who is not as rich as you, it's done. That's why these rich guys end up finding out their wives have been with the pool guy and the mailman and the personal trainer and all of these other things. That's why Cassie left Diddy for a personal trainer. Because what you have to understand is that at a certain point, the money doesn't matter. And it's normally when a woman gets older. And this woman is much older than Cassie is. Another thing, the only thing that impresses women more than money, and this is outside of physicality, the only thing that draws a woman in more than money is fame and notoriety. Now, Jeff Bezos is a pretty well-known guy, but he's a famous businessman. Hollywood fame and notoriety is a different thing. Jeff Bezos is rich, world's richest man from time to time, battling with Elon Musk, but he is not a star. Leonardo DiCaprio is a star. And this is a woman who is starstruck. When you look at this video, man, when you look at this exchange, it is short, but boy, is it awesomely refreshing to see something that proves this point that we always say. Fame and notoriety. You throw a little money in there and the world is your oyster and you just going around plucking pearls, brothers. I'm telling you what I know, man. You must keep in mind that all women have that one entertainer, star, famous guy that they wouldn't hesitate to spend some time with if they could. And some of them don't even care if they had to lose their husband to do it. Another thing I tell you is this, man. Height. What you see in this scenario is a woman who is looking at a man who is towering over her, and she is almost submitting to his height. She is under a spell from his height because she's used to looking eye to eye with her man. This isn't an attack on any short man because, hey, I'm not the tallest guy. I'm 6 feet, 6'1" with proper posture. I'm only short if you compare me to NBA players or people with NBA player height. So, but women just prefer, most women prefer to look up to their man in all ways, including physically. So even if I was 5'9", my chick gonna be like 5'2". Automatically, she gonna be like 5'2". You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna have no woman that's taller than me. If I was 5'4", my chick gonna be 5'1". I might have one of those short people, but I'm gonna do something. But the more wholesome a woman is, the more true to femininity a woman is, the less those things matters. All of these things matter because this woman is for the streets. Jeff Bezos is finding out, if he didn't know already, that this woman is for the streets. The thing about a woman who's for the streets just take over her soul, take over her psyche for a minute. She may be good at a certain period of time, but when that street nature comes out, man, it comes out like this. Like we see in this video, man, where this woman is obviously fawning over Leo DiCaprio. And it just goes to show Leo DiCaprio would never have the money Jeff Bezos has, ever. He can't even imagine the type of money Jeff Bezos has. But Jeff Bezos could never imagine the type of effect that Leo just had on his broad. He would never be able to have this effect on her himself. And what Jeff Bezos is finding as well, that the grass isn't greener on the other side. When you let a helpmeet go to keep the freak, that's not what you do. You keep the helpmeet, and then you just let the freak play her position as a side chick. Never make your side chick your main chick, bro. She's not a main chick. If she's a side chick, she doesn't fit into the main chick role. If she's a side chick, she doesn't want to fit into the main chick role. If she's a side chick, she doesn't understand the main chick role. If she's a side chick, she doesn't have the spirit energy for the main chick role. She will never be the helpmeet that the main chick should be. So what you see is an example of what happens when you leave your wife and put your side chick in her position. Because one thing I have never seen, and I've seen Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, on several occasions. And one thing I've never seen is Mackenzie do this type of disrespect to that man. Now, does she do it when she's with her girls, watching a movie or something like that? Perhaps. But this is public, and only a scallywag would do something like this. Now, in closing, I'll say this to y'all, man. The one thing that a woman cannot hide is the opening of her floodgates. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman is ever in the presence of a man who opens the floodgates, she cannot even hide it. She cannot resist it. She cannot act like it is not happening. She will flock to that man. And there's nothing the man she's with can do about it. Once you turn a woman on, your presence is going to turn her on until you have an opportunity to turn her off, if you catch my drift. Never turn your side chick into your main chick. because this is the result you're going to get. You're like that guy that's riding around with big expensive wheels on his car, and then you lose a tire, or you pop a tire, and now you're riding around with a regular size wheel on the back on one side. So you've got 24-inch wheels all the way around, and then on that one side, you've just got a regular wheel on it because you put $5,000 wheels on a $4,000 car. Never try to make something fit into a position that it doesn't fit, because it never will. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto.